He was one of the most polarizing and influential artists of his generation, a figure shrouded in controversy, yet adored by millions. His music, a raw, unfiltered exploration of pain, depression, and love, became an anthem for a generation grappling with their own demons. This is the story of José Onfroy, better known as XXXTentacion. A story not just of a rapper, but of a deeply troubled young man who desperately tried to find his way, leaving behind a complex and enduring legacy. Born on January 23, 1998, in Plantation, Florida, José's childhood was far from stable. He was shuffled between his mother, grandmother, and various relatives, experiencing a turbulent upbringing that undoubtedly shaped the man he would become. From a young age, he was drawn to music, exploring everything from nu metal and hard rock to classic rap. This eclectic taste would later become the hallmark of his own unique sound. But his youth was also marked by a series of conflicts and legal troubles, painting a picture of a kid who was both incredibly talented and deeply lost. It was on the online platform SoundCloud that he first found his voice and his audience. In 2014, he uploaded his first track, and soon after, his breakout hit, Look at Me, exploded onto the scene. Its distorted bass and aggressive energy were unlike anything else in mainstream music. It was raw, chaotic, and it captured the attention of millions of young listeners. This wasn't just music, it was a visceral expression of angst and rebellion that resonated deeply with a generation feeling unheard. X became a pioneer of the SoundCloud rap subgenre, a DIY movement that bypassed traditional industry gatekeepers and connected artists directly with their fans. But as his fame grew, so did the controversies surrounding him. The public narrative became a whirlwind of legal battles and disturbing allegations, which are a critical and undeniable part of his story. It created a deep divide. For some, his actions were indefensible. For others, he was a product of a troubled environment, a young man who made serious mistakes while battling his own mental health issues. He was open about his struggles with depression, often using his music and social media as a public diary to share his darkest thoughts. This vulnerability was the other side of the coin. Songs like Jocelyn Flores and Sad showcased a completely different artist. Here, the aggression was replaced with melodic, heart-wrenching confessions of loneliness, heartbreak, and suicidal thoughts. He spoke with a candor that was shocking to many, but felt like a lifeline to fans who felt the same way. He wasn't just a rapper, he was a voice for the voiceless, someone who dared to say, "I'm not okay," on a global stage. He encouraged his fans to find hope, to chase their dreams, and to know that they weren't alone in their struggles. In the final months of his life, it seemed José was on a path of transformation. He began to focus on positivity, charity, and spiritual growth. He organized a charity event, donated to domestic violence prevention programs, and spoke frequently about changing his ways and using his platform for good. In a now famous video, he shared a message of hope, telling his fans that if he could get through his struggles, they could too. He spoke of his desire to be a positive influence, to help at least 5 million kids feel better about themselves. He was trying to outrun his past and build a better future. Tragically, he never got the chance to fully realize that future. On June 18, 2018, at just 20 years old, José Onfroy was fatally shot. The news sent shockwaves around the world. His death cemented his status as a cultural icon, a martyr for his devoted fanbase. Posthumous releases like Skins and Bad Vibes Forever continued to top the charts, proving that his connection with his audience transcended his physical presence. His music continues to garner billions of streams, a testament to its lasting impact. So how do we remember XXXTentacion? It's complicated. You cannot tell his story without acknowledging the darkness, the controversies, and the pain he caused, but you also can't ignore the light he brought to so many. He was a deeply flawed human being who created deeply powerful art. He was a symbol of raw, untamed expression in the digital age. His music gave a voice to a generation's anxieties and became a sanctuary for those who felt misunderstood. His legacy isn't one of simple heroics or villainy. It's a messy, complex, and intensely human story about a young man who wrestled with his demons in the public eye, who made terrible mistakes but also inspired millions to hold on. It serves as a powerful reminder that people are rarely just one thing. They are a mixture of their best and worst selves, of the pain they've inflicted and the comfort they've given. The story of XXXTentacion is a cautionary tale, but it's also a story about the search for redemption and the incredible power of music to connect us, even in our darkest moments. Thank you so much for watching. The conversation around X is always complex, and we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to approach the discussion with respect. If you found this video insightful, please consider liking and subscribing for more deep dives into the artists that shape our world. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.